Hey, bitch. It's Jamie. That's me here. Welcome back to the channel. Listen, I want to talk to y'all real quick about Melody Holt of Love and Marriage Huntsville. She got a chance to do her interview with Carlos King, and we are going to get into it. Let's break down the interview and talk about some stuff, okay? Go ahead and like the video if you have yet to do so, okay? Now, she speaks on taking a break from the show and pretty much from everybody, okay? It's like work for her. So once she has that time off, she really don't want to talk to no damn body, okay? Melody speaks on the relationship that she has with Stormi, and she talks about how Stormi kind of contradicted herself, okay? She says that Stormi said their friendship was in the building phase at one point, but now that she doesn't hear from Melody, she is bothered, okay? But I don't really think that's contradicting yourself. Like, if she felt like they were in the developing phase, which you also said as well, then I don't think that that's really contradicting yourself. I mean, y'all was developing a friendship. Y'all were getting close. You've been on the show about 2-3 years, right? Y'all was developing a friendship. So I'm not seeing like what's the issue if she's trying to assess where she is with the friendship. Because if you're saying that you ain't got no issue with her, you ain't got no problem with her, and y'all have been developing a relationship, then why would she not get the number? I feel like I understand why the other folks didn't get it, like Tisha and them. I understand the fallout with that. I understand Destiny. But at this time, this is well before, and Mel even says it, this is before any of the stuff happened with Stormi's mom. Stormi has been clear that how her mom feels is not how she feels, and Melody has also been clear that she didn't have no issue or nothing going on with Stormi at that time. So how is she contradicting herself if she's thinking that y'all are developing a friendship and then you change your number and then she ain't got it? Like, you change your number and then you hit her up from a burner phone. Like, I don't know. For me, that didn't really make sense. You know what I'm saying? But I'll let the mellow meters go off in the comments because, you know, they going to stand. So that's what I want y'all to do. Come on, Tiny McClurkin. But anyway, let's keep going. So, what else? Yeah, she says, but now that she doesn't hear from hear from Melody, she's bothered. She says that she didn't have an issue with Stormi because they didn't do anything to each other, is what Melody says. Carlos says that Mel pitched Stormi to him and the VP of her company. Okay, so according to Carlos and Melody, Melody was the one that pitched Stormi to the VP of the company. However, Carlos was very clear to say that they had already interviewed Stormi prior to Melody even saying anything, because they were actually more interested in having her for Bell Collective, but she stayed outside of the range in which they wanted her to live because of where they were filming. Okay, so that was one of the things. But when when Stormi ended up relocating to Huntsville, obviously there was contact made with Melody. They ended up being cool, and I guess Stormi may have expressed that she wanted to be on Huntsville or whatever the conversations were, or that she had the opportunity to be on Bell Collective. Not sure. Whatever the conversation was between Stormi and Mel, Mel decided to reach out to the VP and reach out to Carlos for them to interview her. And that's when Carlos was like, we've already interviewed her. We didn't even know that she was in Huntsville. So Carlos was saying that Melody just pretty much let them know that she was in Huntsville because they already had a contact for Stormi. All right. What else? Yeah, Carlos says Stormi's name came up for Bell Collective because she's from Mississippi. He says she was already on their radar. Then says season 3, and Melody calls Carlos and says Stormi would be a good for the show. But you know, Stormi was already on their radar, according to Carlos. She mentioned advocating for Stormi to be on the show. She felt like it ended up biting her in the butt. Now, girl, this is some tea to me, because I'm like, all right, so although Mel did not have an issue with Stormi at that time, it is seeming as though they have fallen out, is what I'm getting. That's what I'm gathering from this particular interview, okay? Sounds like Stormi wanted to be on the show after missing the opportunity of being on Bell Collective because she lived outside of the filming area, okay? Now, I wonder who put Stormi's name in Carlos's ear. That's what I'm wondering, because he said that she was already on their radar prior to Mel saying anything. So I'm just wondering, did Stormi reach out to you for that, or did somebody else? Because you said her name was already out there for her to possibly be on Bell Collective, okay? And it kind of makes sense why they would kind of want her over there on Bell Collective. And one, she's from Mississippi, but then two, her having her own business, and that's what a lot of the ladies have over there on Bell Collective. A lot of them already have their own businesses and stuff. But anywho, so Carlos says that when he's on this spiel, honey, this was tea as well. He says that he asked Melody, "You remember how you and Martell paid a consultation fee to meet with me?" And sounds like they met with him to pitch a show, which was Love and Marriage Huntsville, but I don't think that was the name originally. Well, he says Destiny and LeBerick did the same thing. They paid him to have a consultation to meet with him. And he was like, I already know y'all. Like, y'all don't have to do this. I believe that they ended up meeting with Destiny prior. And somebody, according to Melody, did not get a good vibe from Destiny. But Melody continued to advocate for Destiny, saying, no, y'all need to give her another chance. Like, she's this, she's that. This is what you guys will want for TV. So she was advocating for her, right? So after Destiny paid him for a consultation, came back around, I believe that's when they tried to figure out something and work her into the fold, okay? She also says that she feels like people befriended her to only get on the show. This is what Melody is saying. Now, when Melody said that, I said, girl, who is you speaking of? Who is you talking about? Now, right out the gate, I'm not going to lie. I said she's talking about Stormi. This is for you, Storms. Now, I was thinking to myself, well, maybe she's not talking about Destiny, because Destiny said that she's known Martell since high school. She's known her for a long time, right? So if you're saying that you've known her for a long time, I would have thought at that time that you would have known Melody as well. So maybe the friendship could have already possibly been there before this opportunity came around. So maybe you did not befriend her, right? But Mel made sure to clear that up, okay, before the interview was over with. And I was so glad for it, because I needed that clarity, okay? So this is when Mel says that she doesn't think about so then Carlos asked her, does she miss Destiny? Mel said, I don't think about Destiny enough for me to miss her. Like, girl, I'm too busy. I have jobs and I have kids, okay? So I have other things on my plate. I don't have time to sit around thinking about a shoulda, coulda, woulda when it comes to a friendship with her. Absolutely not. I do not miss her at all, girl. Bye. Do I miss her friendship? No. Do I miss her on this show? No. She didn't say that. I'm saying that. But anyway, so then Melody goes on to say that she met Stormi in 2018. Aha! That's what I needed to hear. So, boom. Melody met Destiny in 2018, which also made me go on to say she's likely talking about Stormi and Destiny when she talks about people that befriended her in order to get on the show. And Destiny very well could have possibly befriended Melody, because her end to connecting with Mel was Martell. And I believe Martell and LeBerick were already cool. Destiny was living in Tennessee, I believe, so she wasn't even in Huntsville, but she was engaged to LeBerick. And I guess with more conversation, the opportunity opened up, and so relocated and moved on down, child. So there's that, ain't he? Anyway, so there's that. All in all, Mel feels like people befriended her to be on the show. And she didn't really always see that, but I think now she might be more cautious of those people that she allows, in her circle or whatever, because she's the type of person, according to her, where if you tell her it's something you want to do, she's going to go after, like, not go after, but she's going to help you go after that. Like, she's going to be like, oh, hey, she's going to try to partner you up and connect you with the right people. But oftentimes it bites her in the ass, right? So I think that's going to be a struggle moving forward, because if that's genuinely how she is as a person, that's going to be a struggle for her to want to be that kind-hearted person, but at the same time can't really trust your intentions, don't know how you're going to move, so I'll just be quiet. But, I don't know. I mean, she might still just be who the hell she is and just let them reveal themselves over time. Feel like it'll hurt them more than it's going to hurt her. All right. Melody and Tisha are in a better place. She says that she has healed and she was willing to move forward. But primarily the real reason was because Carlos King flew his ass over to Huntsville and got in their ass. Okay. He and the VP, and told them they need to get their shit together. Okay. The show is not going to shit, but the show is getting a lot of criticism. All right. And it's based on y'all bullshit. Okay. I feel like Carlos really hurt us, especially, I know I said it. Okay, about how I was tired as hell of the outsiders that ain't even the primary cast member being the storylines of the damn show. Okay? And I'm sure if I said it, a lot of other people were saying it too. And he probably saw it as well and was like, oh, we're going to have to get a grip. Y'all going to have to figure something out. We can't keep going in this direction. Y'all got a whole show centered around y'all, but y'all ain't trying to, connect, relate, film, do all of this shit. Get it together, really back in. So that's one of the reasons for real, as to why Melody decided to, mend fences with Tisha, because I think Mel is fine not dealing with her at all. So there's that. They speak on Stormi's mom, and Mel says that she has only met that lady 3 times. She don't know that lady like that. She says she only met her 3 times, and she isn't in her age range. And she says she just don't know her like that. She's like, for her to have so much to say about me and have so many strong feelings about me, she says, I feel like that's weird. That's weird, okay? She says that she hopes that when she gets older and her kids get older, that she never finds herself in her kids' business at their age. Like, find herself in younger folks' business like that. She hopes that she never ends up being such a person like that, okay? So there's that. And that's what I was saying on my watch along. I was just like, and I could have said this in another video too, but Miss Van, she don't be in nobody business like that. Not down with the kids. Like, she just don't be in that. And I just be wanting y'all to be there, but don't be there. Okay? Be there, but don't be all up in there like that. But anyway, so Mel says that, yeah, for her to have so many strong feelings about her is weird. And I feel like what makes it weird is that Stormi's mom comes from a perspective of a viewer, in my personal. I don't think it had nothing to do with, and maybe it did, but I don't think that's the only reason. You saying that you met her at your daughter's house and she just gave off this energy that you just couldn't take. Nah, I think that you had been watching the show and you developed a dislike for her for whatever you saw on the show, and that's just what that was. So, yeah. Melody says that when it comes to her dating, all right, she says that she is dating, but it's not an actual relationship, okay? She is dating, but it's not a relationship. She says that she won't, or at least we won't see that on the show no time soon. We won't see her and who she's dating on the show. She kind of wants to keep some things private. She says, she wants to keep some stuff private. Now, for me, I'm with you with wanting to keep some things private for yourself. However, I'm not going to want, if you're still dating him, and I'm sure you're not going to waste your time just dating somebody, I think that you would, like, move it to the relationship phase, and, after, like, 2 years or so. So, like, if you're still dating this person, at this point, it's a relationship, and it's 2 seasons later, I think that's going to be a problem. I think that's going to be a problem, because we definitely drugged the out of Miss Destiny for wanting to tell us shit, but not wanting to give us nothing. Not wanting to say nothing else. Like, you already posted his arm on your social media, but then you're saying that, it's private, it's this or that. But then you're on a reality show, too. We just drugged the fuck out of Miss Robyn Dixon for not sharing a lot of what was going on with her. Okay? And not only us, but Carlos as well. So for me, I just feel like, girl, at some point, you're going to have to come up off that. If this man's still in your life, you're going to have to share that. You're going to have to give us that. Or y'all going to have to come with some much more mightier storylines. But you're going to have to bring him to the front. But I do think, I understand her reasoning at this time. Later, I don't think I will. She does need to identify whether he's, like, in it for the right reasons. Right? Because she just talked about how people that she's helped put on, or whatever the case is, befriended her, and it came to bite her in the butt. So who's to say this man isn't trying to date her in hopes of likely getting on the show? So I feel like with time, it will flesh out his true intentions. For real. But if the true intentions come to a head and this is an actual relationship, you're going to have to slide him in on the show. Now, I think that Carlos and them could not give him so much camera time to let us all in your business, but at least bring him on enough to let the people know that she is successfully dating, right? Whoever she's dating, and then let's go ahead and get on. But I just don't think that it would be fair for people to excuse you at a later time. This time you excused, okay? But I'm saying it would be this season, another season, and then another season after that. And you still dating this person? Yeah, we're going to need to see something, ma'am. Okay? I don't think that would be fair. that we have drugged all these people on different shows, including this one, for not giving us their real life, and she gets to skip out. Okay. I don't think that's cool, but it's just my personal. And y'all gonna do what y'all want to do anyway. So I'm gonna let the millimeters cut up in the comments, okay, and add to the analytics, and we appreciate that, okay. But that's all that I have at this periodically time. You guys leave your thoughts and comments down below. Those are all of the notes that I grasped from this interview that I care to discuss with you guys about. All right, so yeah, that's it. Leave your thoughts and comments down below, honey. I'm Jamie. That's me. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share my videos. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at JamiThatsMe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.